What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about the Special Operation 3 patch notes. Now I'm going to go through the most important things, or the things that I personally feel are important. And if you guys would like to check out the patch notes for yourself and read them in depth and read through everything, you're more than welcome to. I will leave it linked down in the description below. So the first thing we're going to check out is the size of the update. So apparently it is for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC. The size of the patch will be 18.1 gigabytes on Uplay, 5.5 gigabytes on Steam, and up to 18 gigabytes on consoles, depending on your version. Now, the next thing that we have is that there will be a cloaking device, which you can only use in PvE, and that is unlocked via completing the actual, Ghost Recon Future Soldier mission that is available. So once you complete that, you will get the cloaking device, and you will be able to use that in PvE, and no, you cannot use that in PvP. You also have the photo mode, and it says freeze the action to capture your favorite moments in the Wildlands with a variety of filters and customization options. You have what you need to create amazing pictures of everything from heat pumping action to beautiful vistas. And then next up, we have the Year 2 Pass. Year 2 Pass holders will get a free pack with the Special Operation 3. The Infantry Pack will contain an ACU shirt, the Mayflower APC, and a covered ACH. Year 2 Pass holders will get early direct access to the new Ghost War classes for 1 week starting on December 11th. Non-Year 2 Pass holders will have access to the new classes on December 18th. And as you guys know, the two new classes are Vanguard, and the Vanguard is a powerful new addition to the Assault class. Their primary weapons are the L85A2 and SR3M, and as you guys know, the Vanguard has sensor grenades. The Sharpshooter is a new marksman capable of taking out threats without them ever knowing he was there. His primary weapons are the M40A5 and the SRSA1. Sharpshooter specializes in long-range combat, emphasized by his ability Long-Range Specialist. While aiming, the Long-Range Specialist ability automatically charges. At full charge, the next shot negates the effects of sway and bullet drop. So that's your classes and everything else, the basic stuff. So now we're going to get into class balancing, and this is the most important thing, and everything that I'm about to read right here is really, really important, so make sure you guys are paying attention. So class balancing, the Toxic class, the SR635 magazine has been reduced to 20 rounds. So the SR635 for the Toxic used to have 30, but now it has 20. Assassin's movement speed was increased by 15%, so basically meaning that the Assassin now has the old athletic sprinter on him, so if you guys are interested in that, you can use the Assassin class. And also the Vector muzzle velocity penalty removed when using a suppressor, I guess. Enforcer, MK48 rifle damage increased slightly, and the MK48 rifle recoil reduced slightly. I don't understand why the thing needed a recoil reduction, because it actually has no fucking recoil, and the damage is actually pretty good on it, so I don't understand why those changes were made, but whatever. So for the tech, it says increased duration of text jammer ability from 15 seconds to 25 seconds, which is actually pretty good, because you guys know that the game right now is pretty drone heavy with Toxic and Mortar and Diversionist and Scout and everything else that's going on. So it's good that the text jammer ability got increased from 15 seconds to 25 seconds. So next up, we have the Surgeon. The Surgeon's got a reduced cooldown of ability from 60 seconds to 40 seconds. So it'll take 40 seconds now for your ability to come back instead of 60, which is really good. So next up, we have Wounded Allies will now have their icons highlighted with a yellow-gold hue. We have increased the number of stim darts carried from 5 to 6. Stim darts now heal bleeding effects from the Hollow Point perk, which is actually really good, because if somebody was bleeding on your team and you hit them with the stim dart, it would increase their health, but they would continue to bleed. But now the stim darts actually remove that bleeding effect, so that's going to be really good. Also, we have the stim darts now heal 60% HP, and previously was 40, so instead of 40, now it's going to heal 60, so that's really good. For the Gorilla Smoke now hides all markers within it from the enemy, including objective markers. I'm not exactly sure what that means. It says Gorilla Smoke now hides all markers within it from the enemy. I'm not 100% sure. I guess maybe if you're looking out in the distance and there's smoke, then there's a smoke cloud and somebody's behind that smoke cloud in the distance, I guess you can't see them through it. I'm not exactly sure how that's supposed to be worded or whatever, but maybe I'm just not understanding it. For Echelon, the Echelon sonar ability now gives a notification of players when they are being detected. That's pretty big. A lot of people have been asking for a counter to Echelon, and that's pretty much it, so that's good. General weapon changes. The MP5 now behaves the same across all classes. The MPX now behaves the same across all classes. The SR635 now has reduced damage from 55 to 40, and that's a significant drop. That's 15%, so Hopefully that's what we needed to actually get the SRs a little bit more balanced. I know people can say whatever they want, okay? And I know they were trying to change the meta, but it is SR City right now, and that's not really what we want. Some people may like that, and a lot of people like the SR because it's such an easy gun to use. Like, you could spray 20, 30 bullets and only 1 or 2 have to hit somebody, and you'll either kill them or hurt them to the point where they're basically one-shot. So they definitely need a nerf. I'm glad they are. I'm pretty sure they're still going to be usable, but we'll have to wait and see how it plays, and I'll make sure to make a video on that. But that's pretty much where the SR635 is standing right now. I got it reduced from 55 to 40. Now you have 2 new maps. You have the Lithium Mine, and you also have the Outskirts, or what is this map called? It's called Outskirts. So this map is located on the edge of a Santa Blanca compound near the La Cruz refugee camp, and the Lithium Mine is located on the western edge of Kwani in northern Bolivia. Now, this is the pretty interesting thing. I'm kind of curious to see how this works, and everything looks really good on paper. It sounds really good on paper, but the thing is, it really depends on how it works in game. A lot of these things, like when the patch notes are released, you're like, holy shit, this looks really cool. You know, Prestige Economy looked really cool on paper, but then we got to it and you're like, you know, we'll have to see how it works, and it's not really everything we thought it was. So I'm hoping this actually works out for the better, but this is PvP events. So I'm going to read the whole thing for you guys, explain to you guys what it is, and just break it down how they broke it down in this patch notes list that I got here. So it says, events are gameplay modifiers apply to all quick play matches while the event is active. You will have 2 weeks to vote for your preferred event, after which the most voted upon becomes live and lasts for 60 hours. New events will occur every 2 weeks. Starting with the release of the update, there will be a new tab in the Ghost War lobby where you can vote for the first event. You will receive 200 prestige credits for voting and 50 prestige credits per win. So I guess it's just basically a way to go ahead and promote more prestige credits and also give you guys some different types of game modes. So I actually have it in my folders right here, and I'll give you guys a more brief description of it, I guess you could say. So let me just find that real quick. I'm pretty sure it's in my my Gmail real fast. Let me see real fast if I can find it. I'm almost positive it's right here, and I believe this one is here. Okay, so basically what this is, so I will look at it real fast. So the modifiers, what they basically are, let me see, okay. It says right here. So it says, the Ghost War menu will now have a new events, or a new tab for events. During the voting period, you will be able to select between the 2 potential event cards. During an active event weekend, you'll be able to see which event is active and get more information on the gameplay modifiers. To take part in an active event weekend, simply enter Quick Play. You'll be able to tell when an event is live and modifying Quick Play matches by checking the icon next to the Quick Play button. So basically what this is, I guess, is you're going to have to, like, vote on what you want to play. So there's things like you play X amount of maps, you have, like, you know, like, no adrenaline rush, or there's some, like, there's, like, no intel. So you're not allowed to use, like, Pathfinder, you're not allowed to use Echelon, no support classes. You have no mini-map, you have no, looks like enemy player info, no sound markers, and you can't use any hollow point ammo, and then the maps would be like deforestation, like lumber mill, quarry, checkpoint. So it's going to be pretty interesting. I'm actually curious to see how this works. I don't really know how people feel about that because it's going to be taking away from quick play, but like I said, we'll just have to wait and see how it works when it gets into the game. So there's that. So that's the new events, the new PvP events that they got. We also have the new Silent Spade pack, and that contains the F2000, the Scout Vest, the CBRN Half Mask, and the Scott Mitchell face paint. You also have the parachute wings that you guys saw in the Special Operation 3 trailer, all those different types of wings you can buy in the store. And also you can have one that's available in the Ubisoft Club, and one of the suits will actually be a challenge reward. Is that what I'm reading right? Yeah. And it says, let me see. You will now be able to customize your parachute wings with 12 new options. You'll receive one of these as a mission reward for completing Silent Spade. One will be available from the Ubisoft Club, and one will be a challenge reward. 9 others will be available in battle and prestige crates. So next up, we got battle crates. There will be 90 plus new items in the battle crates, including the new icons for John Kozak and Scott Mitchell. And then it says free items. You'll be able to get these items with Special Operation 3 for the PvE challenges. You will get the Ghost Recon Wildlands Parachute Wing, the Tactical Ballistic Mask. You'll get the Honey Badger SMG and the ACS-12 Shotgun. I thought it was the AA-12, but I guess they call it the ACS-12 Shotgun, so it's whatever. And then next up, we have the new Ubisoft Club rewards will include teammate marketing costumes. You have the 4th Echelon Parachute Wing and 10 Voice Line Pack. I'm not 100% sure what that is. And then all through this, it's pretty much just like different weapon changes and stuff like that. I'm trying to look and see if there's anything that's really like useful, but there's a couple ones like fixed an issue where the camera view for the attackers would flicker, fix missing camo color names for Character Smith and PvP. Let me see real quick. Fix an issue in PvP where activating the Echelon sonar ability would permanently replace the night vision activation sound until boot. So there's just like little things. You guys can read through that yourselves, but I just wanted to tackle all the important things, like all the content that's actually coming and all the little changes and stuff that people were curious about, because a lot of people were curious, you know, what's happening with the SR, you know, what's happening, you know, with the tech. Like people wanted the tech buff, so we ended up getting the tech buffed. And the biggest complaint and the biggest concern was the SRs. And yes, the SRs are nerfed. Yes, they did get a damage reduction. And yes, Toxic's SR actually did get a nerf in terms of how many rounds it has in the magazine. So instead of 30, now it has 20. So that's pretty good. I'm definitely curious to see how the SRs are going to play. I'm curious to see how the Assassin's going to play, because now his movement speed is increased by 15%, which is like the old athletic sprinter. So I'm curious to see a lot of people if they're going to end up playing that class again just for the athletic sprinter. Like I feel like people are just going to fight over it so they can move faster. So anyways, that's it for the patch notes, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and also I will have another video after this one showing you guys a location for the PvP maps that are coming tomorrow. You have the little mine. What was it? The lithium mine, I believe, was one of the names. Let me just scroll down here real quick. Yeah, the lithium mine that is located in Kewanee, on the western edge of Kewanee, and then you also have the outskirts map that is located on the edge of a Santa Blanca compound near the Lacluse refugee camp. So I'm going to check those ones out, and then I'm going to show you guys in another video. So like I said, drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.